If you've ever looked at your home lab and thought, what is running where and why did I set it up like this? You're not alone. As your system grows, it gets harder and harder to keep track of everything. Your servers, your apps, your storage, your networks. It turns into a mess pretty quick. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at something that helps solve that. This is Homelab Hub. At a high level, it lets you track your services, your apps, your storage, everything in one place. But what really stands out is this visual map, and even move things around to organize it the way that you want it. And it remembers your layout, so once you set it up, you're good. This is one of those tools that just make your setup easier to understand. Now, are there more advanced tools out there? Yeah, for sure. But if you just want something simple that works and helps you stay organized, this does the job really well. And honestly, for most people, simple is probably better. All right, let's get this set up. Now here's the catch. This one is not in the Unraid App Store. But that's actually a good thing, because I'm going to show you how to install it manually and make it behave just like an App Store app. And once we're done, I'll also have a template linked below so you don't have to type in all this stuff yourself. Let's get started. Let's head over to Unraid and go to our Docker tab. We're going to scroll all the way to the bottom and click Add Container in the bottom left here. Now on the top right, we're going to switch from basic view to advanced view, and we're going to fill out this blank template. For name, let's put in the name of the application, which is Homelab Hub. For overview, I'm going to paste in the information. Once you got the overview in there, we're going to scroll down a bit. Next thing we're going to go to is repository. The repository is going to be RAID OWL /homelab-hub : and we'll do latest. There's no registry URL, and the icon URL is not provided. All right, jumping down to web UI. Now this part is important. We're going to set it to http : / square brace, capital IP, closing square brace, a colon, another square brace, and capital port, colon, and the port number, default one is 8000, and a closing brace. What this does is this gives you a clickable web UI button inside of Unraid. All right, scrolling down. Next thing, network type. Bridge, we'll leave it there. That's good. At this point, we're going to need to add in a port for the web UI and a path for the data. So for the port, down at the very bottom, we're going to click Add another path, port, variable, label, or device. Config type, we'll drop down and select port. Name, this is going to be the web UI port. Container port is going to be set to 8000. The host port we'll set to 8000 as well. Default value is 8000, and connection type will be TCP. For the description, just put in a brief description. I'll do this is the port for the web UI for the application. That part's good. Go ahead and hit add. Now for the storage, let's go back down to the very bottom. We'll click add another path, port, variable, label, or device. This one we want to set to path. So for config type, we're going to leave that on path. Name, we'll call this app data. Container path is going to be /data. Host path, this will be the location that you want to put the app data into. So Unraid's default location will be /mnt/user/app data. And then the name of the application, in this case, it is Homelab Hub. Default value, we can leave blank. Oh, I got to get that right. No space. There we go. For default value, we'll leave that blank. Access mode, read and write. We want the application to be able to read the files from there and write to the files there. So that's correct. Description, this is optional. You can put in a brief description saying that's the app data location, but you don't need to. At the bottom, hit add. And that should be everything you need. So scroll down and hit apply. And there's a good chance that my port 8000 is already in use, so I'll check that in a moment. Once it's done, hit done. Find it in the list here. Refresh just to make sure it's actually running still. And it is. And just like that, it's installed. Now, if I click on the container and hit web UI, it goes right in. And this is the cool part. This behaves just like anything else from the community apps. We just build it manually. Now, if you don't want to go through all of that and building out the template yourself, I've got a linked template down below. All you have to do is go download it, drop it into your templates folder, and it'll show up when you go to add a container. I'll show you how to do that real quick. But if you're new, I'd still recommend doing it manually at least once. All right, let's go grab that template. I'll have my GitHub site linked down below. You can just go there and go right to the file. Inside of the Unraid templates, you'll find the Homelab Hub. Open that up. And there you've got my Homelab Hub XML file. Click on it, click the download button. It downloads to your machine. You go back to Unraid, go to your main tab, find your flash drive. Right in front of it, you get the square with a little arrow in it. Click on that icon. In here, you're going to go to Config, Plugins, Docker Man, Templates-User. Scroll to the bottom, click Upload, browse to the file. You hit Open, it uploads to your server. Then to install from that container, you just go over to your Docker tab again, scroll all the way down, Add Container. This time, under Template, you just drop down, and you'll find the Homelab Hub. You click it, and everything's in there. All built out, ready to go for you. So what is this? This isn't just another dashboard. This is a way to actually understand your home lab. At the core of this is inventory management. You can track your hardware, your VMs, virtual machines, your applications, your storage, and your networks, all in one place. So instead of guessing where something is running, you can actually see it. But this is where it gets really interesting. You get a full visual map of your setup, your servers, your applications, and how everything connects. Now, this map isn't static. You can actually move things around and customize the layout. Let's say you don't like this all in one line like this. You can drag things around, put them in a nice order, whatever you'd like. And as you move these things around, everything stays linked together. So you're not breaking anything. You're just organizing it in a way that makes sense to you. And the nice part is, it remembers your layout. So once you get everything the way you like it, it stays that way. And if things ever get really messy, watch this. You can just click Auto Layout, and it reorganizes everything for you. Just keep in mind that this will reset any custom layout that you've created. And here's a quick tip. If you hold Control, you can drag and select multiple items at once and move them as an entire group. Looks like I missed one there. This makes it a lot easier to organize things. This is one of those features that doesn't seem like a big deal until your setup grows and it becomes incredibly useful. Now, if the graph view seems a little overwhelming, then there's also a tree view. This breaks everything down into clean, step-by-step hierarchy. So you've got a visual map for the big picture and a structured view for clarity. You can also track your shares, things like SMB and NFS, which is great if you're following a structured setup guide like I use in my Unraid starter pack. Now you can actually document where your data lives, how it's shared, and keep all that organized in one place. And this is where it goes beyond just a list. You can map relationships. So for an example, this app here, Sonar, is run as a Docker on this server. And based on the color coding on the outside of these icons, you can instantly see what network it's using. You can also see which shares live on which server and what network they're tied to. It makes it way easier to understand your setup at a glance. And there's even built-in documentation. You can write notes directly inside the app using Markdown. So instead of having notes scattered everywhere, everything lives in one place. And once your setup grows, you can search within sections like hardware, VMs, apps, or storage. Simply go to your section, type in the filter in the top corner, filters it right out. And you can sort the data so you're not digging through a mess. And just a quick note, there's a built-in export and import data option in the top corner, so you can export and import your setup if you need to. And on top of that, everything is stored right inside of your app data folder. So as long as you're backing that up, you're covered. So who is this actually for? If you've got multiple containers, multiple systems, or you're starting to lose track of things, this helps you bring everything back under control. If you're still building out your Unraid setup, I've got a free Unraid starter pack linked below. It walks you through the exact structure that I use to keep everything clean and organized from the start. And if you want early access to videos like this, sometimes days or even weeks early, check out the Patreon link below. And if you have questions or you want to show off how you're using this, come hang out in Discord. There's a lot of people building out setups just like this. This is one of those tools that doesn't seem necessary at first, but once your home lab grows, you'll be glad you have it. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one. All right, one more thing. I can't stand it. I got to put an icon in this container. It's driving me nuts. It just doesn't feel right without one. So let me show you how to do that real quick. We'll go back into that container, click over to Advanced View, scroll down to the icon URL, grab the link to the icon that you'd like, drop it in the icon URL, hit apply, done. Much better. Now it actually looks like it belongs. And don't worry, I'll include this in the template link below so you don't have to mess with it.